Thanks for tuning in to YouSeeMe, focusing on the battle of self-love, acceptance, abuse, spirituality, and much more. Your host, Tina Wynn, will be sharing various ways and strategies that she used to overcome grief, addiction, and depression. YouSeeMe is a self-expressed term Tina uses as a way of making people see the real you. For people to see you, you must first see yourself.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to You See Me. I am your host, Tina Wynn. Thank you guys for joining me. I have been seeing y'all. Please continue to come see me, Tina Wynn, on Facebook, Instagram, and all my other social media platforms. Before I jump into today's segment, I would like to start with a prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. So certain or almost all things comes with instructions for reasons to guide us and help us navigate our way through life without being lost, thus bringing or giving us awareness. And the reason I chose the Serenity Prayer is because it is a prayer of awareness. You are asking God to grant you serenity to know the difference of things. Well, life plays out the same way. If we are not aware of all the people, places, and things we encounter in life, we serve no purpose. We are just pieces on a board being moved around. Never sit to play a game without being aware of the rules, the object of the game, your opponents, or something. How do you win if you don't know how to play to win, or what you even trying to win? Without purpose, there's no awareness. What is it to be aware? Awareness is having or showing realization, perception, or knowledge. To be aware is to be alive. So are we alive or are we the walking dead? Do we try to obtain awareness or are we just going along? Because a lot of people are just going along. I'm going to share a story with you guys, as I always do. So I do a lot of work with people. And in doing this work, God has made me aware of some things about Tina. See, I started out on a project to help someone else. And although I may feel like I didn't help the way I wanted to, God told me I did my part. He made me aware that, Tina, the help you're giving isn't the help this person wants. The things you're doing isn't the things this person wants. You did your part, now step away. Self-awareness, that takes strength, that takes consistency, tools, practice, plans, all the topics that we have discussed. That's what that takes. You have to know yourself to be aware of your surroundings. So what is your purpose? When doing things, are we aware of the reason or purpose of doing so? Because some of us are doing things on purpose or for a purpose. Some of us are doing things for both. I do things on purpose and for a purpose. When I help someone, it's for a purpose because helping them helps me. This show serves a purpose. Me getting to let go of everything that I feel, everything that I've encountered, and share it with my audience to get feedback. It's my way of releasing. There's a purpose. I'm not just out putting words out my mouth without a cause. See, Quita does things on purpose. Quita will purposely, again, like I shared with you guys in earlier episodes, Quita likes to bait people, which brings me to the second part of the help story. So Quita likes to bait people, but in the process of baiting people, there's not a negative behind it. It's more to keep me aware of if you're for me or if you're not. Because, again, I go into everything with prayer. God, if it is not from you for me, remove it. And that's exactly what he does. He removes it. It may not be the way I want it removed. It may not be the way the people involved wanted it removed, but it's removed. I am aware of the things that goes on. I am aware of the things that I encounter. I am aware of self. I am aware of the who, what, when, and whys of my life. And I follow the instructions that were laid before me through my word. My word is my Bible, my basic instruction before leaving earth. The words of my faith keeps me aware of my purpose and, most importantly, the purpose. See, my purpose is to serve God. My purpose is to get a closer relationship with Spirit. And in order to do that, I must stay in my word. I must stay using my tools. I must stay consistent. I must serve a purpose in doing so. Otherwise, it's useless. There's no use in doing anything without a purpose. Are we aware of the impact that our words, our actions, and our character has on ourselves and everyone we come in contact with? What are we presenting people with? Or are we aware that we're presenting them with anything at all? See, I had this person that every time you came in contact with this person, they're presenting you with their hurt. They're presenting you with their pain. They're presenting you with all the drama of their life. They're presenting you with every single thing that they went through. Every time they open their mouth, they're telling you about something traumatic, something hurtful, something painful, or either they're deflecting onto someone else and projecting onto someone else. See, I am aware of self. So when these type of people try to come along and try to read Quita and try to read Tina and try to project what they're feeling, I am aware of who I am. So your feelings, your thoughts, your opinions, they are just that, yours. That's a you issue, not a me issue. Most people are trapped in a space of seeing what's going on, hearing the details of what's going on, but not consciously aware of what's going on. We just have people walking around completely oblivious in this whole big cloud with no awareness. Again, are we watering our seeds? Most of us are sleepwalking, just completely blind to reality, leaving us in a state of confusion at all costs. This is what lack of awareness and lack of self did to Quita and Tina. See, when Quita wasn't aware of herself, Quita allowed anybody in her circle. I hung out with this one, that one, this one, that one, anybody that came along that was willing to give Quita conversation, that was willing to be bothered with Quita, that was willing to go along with the madness of Quita's life, Quita was willing to deal with. But let me tell you guys the backside to that. Along with Quita just going along with things, Quita got involved in things. Quita may not have wanted to get involved with things, but again, I had no plan. I had no purpose. I had no awareness of what it was that I wanted, what it was that I was doing, or where the hell I was going. I was just moving around, following along with whatever came my way. We are blind to the very things that we are made aware of, but not focused on. See, I had someone come along, and your focus wasn't to get anything out of it. Your focus was to gain out of it. You came in with those spirits, those energies, those hidden agendas, those ulterior motives. But my awareness of self told me this already. See, I already went into the situation knowing that there was a hidden agenda, knowing that there was an ulterior motive. I am fully aware of self. I am fully aware of who I bring into my circle. See, you're only in my circle, again, choices, because I allowed you to be. But you, because you have no purpose and you're just going along doing things, you're not even aware that I am aware of that. Because you lack self-awareness, you're not even aware that you're being set up. Because you're just going along with the flow. You're just going along with whatever may come your way with no purpose. See, Quita was not focused on seeing self for others, which led me to situations that I had no awareness of, that I was about to enter. There was no purpose in anything I was doing. It was just being done. Something we're purposely done. You see me. Because sometimes we so focused on everything and everyone but self. We could tell you what's going on in everybody's life. We could pull out and point out everybody's flaws. Oh, this one ain't doing this, and that one ain't doing that, and that one made a mistake doing this, and that one made a mistake doing that. And we could sit and tear everybody down. We aware of what's going on in everybody's life, but we not aware of the person standing in the mirror. Because everything it is that we are deflecting about other people instead of reflecting on ourselves is just a mirrored image of ourselves anyway. So you're not even aware that when you open your mouth and you begin to tell people about other people, you're actually telling them about yourself. You're telling me how angry you are. You're telling me how bitter you are. You're telling me how two-faced that you are. You're telling me how broken, how lost, how hurt, and that you don't have no purpose. Your purpose is to focus on everybody else. You are not even aware of self. You so focused on what's going on around you that you can't even see you. You can't even see you. Why is that? Because not everyone is here for the same purpose or to serve a purpose. You must remain aware of who you are, to stay aware of who others are. If we do not know who we are encountering, we are in a world of trouble. My peace of mind, my self-awareness, my faithfulness to my faith, my plans, my organization, none of that would be possible without awareness. I am aware of what, why, and when to do things, either on purpose, for a purpose, or both. Lack of awareness comes with hidden agendas, lack of consistency, lack of order, and a lack of gratitude. And that sums it all up. It sums it all up. The enemy comes in every form, guys. The enemy is not consistent, but he's very persistent. He's persistent in trying to get you to feel the way he feels. He's persistent in projections. He's persistent in deflecting. He's persistent in trying to get you to do things off balance. And if you are not aware of yourself, you're going to fall right into that plan. But with consistent prayer, consistent tools, consistent faith, consistent organization, Tina's able to pray that away. Why be consistent or show gratitude if you are not even aware of what you're doing it for? See, it's not that the people that I'm trying to help are not receptive of the help. They're not receptive of or aware of why they're even looking for help or what they want help with. They see something in me that they like. They see something that I have that they want, and all they know is that they want it. They are not aware of who I am as a person, who I am in my faith, who I am in life. So along come these people thinking that they finna project, they finna use me, they finna turn me away from the things that I have embedded in my heart because they don't have awareness of self. They don't even realize that this apple right here can't be touched. She is too self-aware of herself. Seeds. What seeds are we planting and what are we watering? People have the tools and all that's required to use the tools, but no awareness of what tool to use, when, why, or how. We just walking around just with a complete lack of common sense. You ever met that smart person that was just so smart but just did everything so stupid? That was Quita. Quita had all the education. Quita had all the answers. Quita had all the right things to say to people, but I didn't apply none of it to self. I was a walking dummy, full of knowledge. And I encounter a lot of that lately. People will walk around again. People don't want Bibles to go to church and to read the word and to embed it in their heart. They want the Bible just to be seen with it, just so that the Bible can go along with whatever story that they're telling. See, the Bible was for a purpose, but they have no purpose. The Bible only served a purpose in them being seen. It didn't serve a purpose in their life. It served a purpose in their scenario. A lot of us are not living life. We living out scenarios. We living out events of things that happened in our life, events of things that we have transformed our thoughts into believing, and this is what we walking around presenting to people without being aware that this is what we are presenting people with. We must stop doing or acting without awareness of why we are doing or acting. What was the purpose in doing what you did? Because if you go into something without a purpose and you don't know why you're doing it, then what are you doing it for? And that's what I want to leave you guys with today. If we can become more aware of our own strengths, weaknesses, and flaws, we become fearfully and wonderfully made, just as our words promised us, thus making us aware of our purpose, for a purpose, on purpose. Awareness, guys. To be aware is to be alive. We are alive and living, and we must be watered, nourished, and feed ourselves some type of knowledge. We cannot walk around here unaware of the things that we are encountering and the things that we are leaving people with. And a lot of us leave people with all of what we're feeling, all of what we've been through. We're not even aware of what we're doing to their mental because our mental is so messed up. And all we know is that we want to silence the noise in our head. So the best way to silence the noise in our head is to make noise in somebody else's. We have to be aware. Be aware of who you let in your circle. Be aware of the things that you do, you say, and you speak onto others. And that is my thought and my task for you guys for the week, is to stay aware of your encounters. Thank you. Come see me again.